like to thank everyone for inviting us here today to just kind of give you a snapshot of where we are. Just a little background for me, I'm new into politics. I spent my career as a firefighter paramedic for 25 years. And when I retired, the state said I had to sit out, so I decided to run for mayor to continue to be some form of a public servant to my community. The city of Simpsonville, everybody thinks because they live in the 40067, they live in the city of Simpsonville, the zip code there, and that is not true. The city of Simpsonville is just shy of 4 square miles. We're very small. We have just over $5 million budget. We have 12 police officers. We have 3 that are in the academy right now, 3 new recruits. With the changes that have gone on with the retirement system, it's made it very hard to retain and recruit police officers. So we have 3 that are in the academy now. As the judge has said, working with Frankfurt, I've been able to work with the governor. A big thing on it was the health insurance. You know, when I retired, mine was 20 and out, and my health insurance was paid for the rest of my life. It's not like that now. So we've been working with the governor's office to try to fix that, because it not only for the police, fire, and EMS is huge for us to recruit and retain individuals that want to do that. So we have, again, like I said, right at $5 million budget, 12 police officers. When I first came in, one of the biggest things I asked was, what do we need? Asked all of our department heads. Our Public Works and Parks Director said we need room for parks. So I said, okay, let me go to work on it. Made a phone call with Mary Gaylord, and a few weeks went by, and lo and behold, we get donated 129 acres, just right at the edge of the city limits on Todds Point Road. We just finished up a year-long project with community involvement and hired a firm out of Ohio to help us walk through that process of what the park's going to look like and what our first stages are going to be on it. So we are excited about that. We hope to start something moving on that here when the spring comes around. We also have, in my time that I've been there, we've redone our comprehensive plan, and I think with the work of Triple S, the team that we put together, and another firm that we hired, we did a very excellent job on our comprehensive plan. If you look at Simpsonville as a whole, and you see where our industrial growth is at right now, as long as I'm mayor, that's where it's going to stay. We're not going to go out past that. If it doesn't meet the comprehensive plan, we're not moving on. I think if you bought a house on Taylorwood Road, it's fair to say that you're not going to have a factory in your backyard when you're that far off the interstate. If you bought Hunters Point, I'm sorry, but when you live in Hunters Point and you got an interchange right there, a major interchange, you had to know something was coming sooner than later. So we've done really good, I think, with our industrial growth. Our residential growth is maxed out. We probably only have about 6 buildable lots left in Simpsonville. And the biggest area Simpsonville Baptist Church owns, and then we as the city own the rest of them. There's a couple housing lots in the Cardinal Club left, but that's about it. We are in the process now. We should finish up here probably by the end of the month or the 1st of February, a $5 million upgrade to our sewer plant. We have already engaged our engineer to look down the road for us to expand our sewer system more if needed. Right now we have plenty of capacity and we're good, but we're just trying to look down the road. When I took over, I also wanted us to have at least $1 million in the bank for a rainy day. As Pat will tell you, for the storms that have hit, and I saw firsthand working with fire and EMS and being deployed on hurricanes and going to different places in the state of Kentucky, if you have a tornado go down through your downtown and it wipes out your whole downtown, you lose a lot of tax money. We don't make our money off of property tax. Our ad valorem tax is not what you would think it would be. Ours is the occupational tax. So you lose those businesses, you lose a Purnell's or something like that, you got to be able to survive. So we've been able to do that. We have also purchased, since I've been there as of last night, our 5th new police vehicle. As the judge said, not just ambulances are going up. Last night we approved $60,000 to buy a police car, and before you could get a police car for around 25 or 30. So the prices of everything have gone through the roof. I have a meeting as soon as I leave here this afternoon. We have the 2 little industrial parks, the one at the old flea market, the old Marshall property, and then the Hollenbach Oakley right across the street from Culver's, if you're all familiar with that area. KCC, I think They're just getting ready to come on board. I don't remember the number of employees, do you?
700.
So here very soon, they're going to be bringing 700 jobs to Shelby County, to Simpsonville, because they're moving their main headquarters from J-Town to Simpsonville. The meeting this afternoon is with Hollenbach Oakley. They've got a third building that they're getting ready to build. I don't know what that building is or what it's going to be for, but that's they have a third facility getting ready to go up over there. The flea market property, everybody sees what's going on over there. They have a 500,000 square foot building that's under roof. As of right now, they don't have a tenant, but it was one of those deals, build it and then let's see what we can get. They have the pad poured for a 209,000 square foot facility, and we hope by March that we can come out with a huge announcement for Shelby County that will be unbelievable, not just for Simpsonville, but for Shelby County and everybody around. That will bring another 450 jobs, with the potential by they're done adding another 150 jobs. So we have some pretty significant growth, but once those two areas are done, that is it, other than some industrial, light industrial that parallels the interstate. But Mary Gaylord owns that, and it is not for sale. She has made that very clear. It is in the city. It is zoned to light industrial, but it's not for sale. So I don't foresee it developing anytime soon. We're just kind of landlocked by some people who own property. We're landlocked on one end by the government with the Whitney M. Young. There's 320 acres there that nothing can be done with because it was with the Lincoln Foundation. So that kind of hinders us on one end to be able to grow. But we would like some more housing, but you know, that's to come down the road, I guess. Once these factories come on, I think maybe we'll see something happen with that. As you see, there's just a lot going on in Simpsonville. And again, I think that our new comprehensive plan has done an extremely good job. I will say the developer that is developing the flea market, they went into a land agreement with the Marshalls. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Marshalls, but they will own that land forever. It's not like they sold it to a developer who's going to sell it, 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road. They will own it forever. They did a 99-year lease with them. So in my opinion, that's nice because we're not having to worry about it being sold. If you look at the outlet mall, a lot of the naysayers said it would be vacant and blighted in 2 years. We just celebrated the 10-year anniversary of it, and it is going strong. It is their largest producing outlet mall in their portfolio that they have, and we're very grateful to that. Nobody wanted to see it blighted. We wanted to see it succeed. So we're booming. We're just a small little town, and hopefully, I know some of you don't want this snow, but I hope it comes so we can. We just, again, as the judge said on expenses and stuff, just spent $80,000 to replace one of our snow vehicles, and so this will be the first one that it gets used on. But if it does hit, we're so small. There's only 2 in our public works, so I'll be out in a snow truck helping the client. So I might regret it. Last year it was fun for about the first 15 minutes, and then I was like, oh gosh, 6 hours later I got out of the truck. But we're doing really good. We couldn't do this without a good partnership between the county and the cities and our businesses. And I have to apologize to Sue Ellen because she just recently opened a business in Simpsonville. I was unable to attend, and I thought our city administrator was going to be there, but he got caught up in another meeting, so we weren't able to be at their ribbon cutting. And her organization that she has with Next Step Coffee Shop is amazing. And so if you haven't been there yet, stop in and try it. I think you would be pleased with it, and listen to her story and what it's about. So again, thank you all for inviting me to be here today. And unlike Troy and Dan, I don't write anything but down. My wife gave me a hard way to go and said I needed to write it, but everything's off the cuff. So thank you all, and hope everybody has a good day.